Oh, hello there, friend. Nice of you to join me. The crypto market is heating up. It's going to continue to heat up. We're going to go from optimism to belief and thrill and finally euphoria. It might be a mini cycle within a bigger cycle. I've got a lot of things to show you today, friends. Of course, I'm wearing a fluffy Pikachu hat, so anything I say is obviously not financial advice. This goes to zero, friends. We've got no one to blame but ourselves, of course. Look at the Wall Street cheat sheet. I've made videos on this for you before, and I'm going to repeat it to you again. Optimism, friends. You see this? This rally is real. Now, you're wondering, like, wait a minute, where's the rally? I didn't see it. I'm early. Yes, your friend in a fluffy Pikachu hat is early. I always am early, like, 1 to 3 months. You want to know something interesting as well? With PulseChain, friends, I remember Hex in December had gotten crushed. There was like this panic sell. And I showed the chart, and it looked exactly like the XRP chart right after corrupt SEC has defeated. And it looked like this wank-off type of sideways range thing where it pokes this low and then ends up being bullish. And what I told everybody, this is crazy, right? I told everybody, look, I'm usually early to these things by 2 to 3 months. So it was in December. I'm like, well, we roll forward 2 to 3 months. It's February, March. So I said, by March, should be doing good. But it's a funny thing. We started doing it in January, right? So you never really know exactly with the timing. It's just that, hey, it's crazy that happened. It reminded me, it's the exact same type of pattern. There's a fake out pump, big smackdown. It's crazy. It's different people, different personalities. Yet for some reason, markets and humans and our emotions, we play out the same way. That's why we have to take this seriously when I'm saying the optimism rally is real. Now, what is it going to be showing itself as? We don't exactly know. Could it have been an Ethereum pump or some altcoins get launched? I don't know what it is. Something that drags the whole market up, We hope it's a big technology innovation, but that might come later in the year. I mean, we're praying. So just to let you know, remember, friends, every 4 years, there's a big technological innovation in crypto, and it sparks demand. In 2012, we had Bitcoin being forked. In 2016, we had Ethereum. In 2020, we had Uniswap with Chainlink. So you had Uniswap to allow swapping of assets and Chainlink to foster DeFi. Okay, so every 4 years, and now we are 2024. What's it going to be this year? I don't know. But I can tell you right now, we don't even really need that tech. It just might be the determinant how high we go and if we're able to get a good read on the market. But right now, that's what I'm feeling, that this rally is real. After this is belief. Time to get fully invested. So there are still people sitting on the sidelines. And of course, your friend in a Pikachu hat is telling you why you're on the sidelines. You've had 2 years. But I know people out there, they're like, what about? I know, friends. I got friends and family too. They're like, they've been keeping stuff from me. They've been keeping their stablecoin stash. Yeah, there's been some revelations where I've been like, you've been sitting on that much money. It could be like just a couple of $1,000. You've been sitting on like $5,000 this whole time and never told me. And it's funny. They feel, why, friends? This is the funny part. Okay. I know why they didn't tell it to me, because I know I would pressure them to buy. This was a few months ago at the lows. I would have pressured them to do that. And not even that I really pressure. It's just that they know they're looking at me. Hey, this guy's all in, but everything's going to zero. So am I looking at a train wreck? No, you're looking at a rocket that's about to launch. You just don't believe it yet. And so they kept these stablecoins on the sidelines. Some have had Bitcoin stash here and there. They just never mentioned it. When they mention it, now that the candles are up, now that they're up 7x, I got to deploy. What do I do? See, friends, this is for closer friends and family, WhatsApp and personal messages and real life people. If that's happening there, man, I can only imagine what's happening out there, because they're all free. They're all my friends and family, of course, and we all go through those same emotions. Just because someone may have my phone number here and there, it doesn't mean they get any special experience points or here and there they level up. They don't. It's just that when there's FUD, they're just stronger mentally. But it's not like they click a different button. They just do nothing, right? So it's wonderful to see this is happening. Now, also in crypto land, friends, this is how you know things are getting heated up, because look, you will be able to retire within the next 18 months. Now, I didn't know that when all these altcoins would launch, for example, let's say the PulseChain altcoins, the meme coins, PETI, Atropa, Teddy Bear, the Tangang, I did not know that would even exist a year ago. And now, and if they did exist, I thought it was going to be like really third world country, bad English type of scammers just grifting everybody, because that's what was happening a year ago. But now Oh boy, it's really heating up. So the strong core altcoins, see if we didn't know this, friends. Imagine you were betting on this happening. Yeah, you're happy, but what if it didn't come? If you go back to the stats of all the crypto cycles, there's a common theme. You know that mania part? It always comes, and I know you like coming, it's a family-friendly show. That only comes when Bitcoin breaks the all-time high. That's when it's like, okay, open season, let's go, right? But what if it didn't happen? What if we didn't get it? Because we know that Bitcoin's diminishing over time. What if the technology that we're making is slowing down? I mean, even Vitalik said the lowest hanging fruit has already been coded. We need to start making more complex stuff, using like chaining oracles here and there to like, we got to do like multi-chains, do more complexity, get complex data sets that you and I can't just get off public info. This type of stuff is happening. So luckily, we are moving along the 4-year cycle still. But, who's going to miss out? It's people who deny altcoins, because we've been seeing this for a long time. Meet Kevin and Jeremy Lafufu. They got like 5 million followers, subbers on YouTube combined, right? Everybody in like boomerland stock market world listens to them, and they like, they say Bitcoin and Ethereum are legit, altcoins are trash. They said that in the last bear market. I go, sweet, I know what I'm doing. I know, I'm going all in on altcoins. Good. You guys think it's a scam? Sweet. I'm not touching Bitcoin or Ethereum. So we all know they're going to be diminishing gains, but you get to see where it's all coming. Now, this is how we're starting to get confident, friends, because see Optimism, by the way. Optimism down here is where you first start to actually feel like you can actually reach the target. Like you start to believe, okay? It's not the belief part, but it's kind of like I'm getting cocky now. I'm feeling stronger. And I'm even using myself as basically a satellite for this. I'm a good temperature gauge for this, actually, because I'm getting more cocky in my videos. If you watch my videos, friends, see, I'm completely self-aware. I'm even baiting people out and go, hey, soy boys, huh? You want to fade me now? I wasn't saying that 90 days ago. I was like, well, soy boys, you win. We're down 99%. You see what I mean? Well, Chainlink was not the winner. PulseChain, PulseX, and Hex, okay. Worst sacrifice phase ever. World's biggest airdrop, nothing happened. You see these types of things, but that's, friends, if you look at that type of language, that accepting reality part, that is more towards hope and disbelief. See, disbelief, well, I guess you win here and there. So now we're moving this optimism. Confident. Now I'm baiting them out. Like, come. That's why you're going to see people more and more say, like, hey, come get short. Come short our bags. See what happens. Okay? Come take that bet that we won't be able to hit 8x higher. So just to, let you know that Eric Wall loses his bet if PulseChain goes up around 8x-ish. Well, it's got to hit like 10x above day one stack. Now, we don't know when the timing is, and don't even know if the bet's still really on or what the conditions are. It doesn't really matter. It's just, I think it's very good for memeing and everybody to participate just to see what's going on. If you want to see it, friends, by the time I'm recording, so the price is going to change now, but if I put on a log chart, you just get to see where he will lose his bet. And he must tweet publicly that he is Somi's friend and follow him again permanently. See, this is the thing. This is the thing, friends. Do you want to know when I knew we would win? I knew we would win when Eric followed me. Some call him the snake of Hexico. But his friends, like I said, he's not a snake in the bushes. He's a serpent. He's a big serpent boss. Like, him. He's like, hey, everybody, I'm your enemy. I'm your enemy. Snakes don't do that, okay? Snakes go, I'm your friend. And then they stab you in the back. Eric's like, no. Come spray me with all your bodily fluids, all you want, And so he's asking for that. So I knew we would win. He followed me. And then when he saw that I was ratioing him too hard. So what a ratio is, friends, if someone makes a tweet and let's say they have an opinion like, I like this coin, and then someone, or let's say in their case, like, I think this coin's trash for these reasons. And then someone replies under them saying like, hey, all those reasons you listed are wrong and you're probably going to miss out on an easy 10x, just like you did miss out on the previous times. When you have a lot of likes, way more than the original poster, and they have more comments as well, people look at that like, oh, you've got more support, you're dunking on him. This is like, I guess if we lived in the Middle Ages times, this is like going to a public forum and go, you are a coward and a scoundrel. I do not approve of you, sir. So that's the modern age version of that happening. And I started doing that to Eric. Now, not on purpose. I would just post like, hey, like, yeah, okay, Hex is down, but it's a 20x to the high. Or these reasons you listed, like, Polygon has 13 Indian dudes. They own 70 to 80% of the coins. CZ has earned most of these coins. It's just that those 13 people aren't one person. Okay, because 13 people are still centralized, right? They still hang around and play with each other's willies and stuff and eat jelly beans together. It's just that, you know, one person, 17, that's not really decentralized, okay? So that these things would come out and the community would just rally behind it, even as the prices went down, okay? So I knew he then unfollowed me and I was like, why would you do that? And I realized, friends, we realized because they can see the train coming. They know that effectively we're so effective even with the red candles. They basically have this fear, like what if the candles went up? Okay, so let's look at that. Okay, what if these candles actually, instead of going down like they did here, what if they actually went up? So it's the fear, you know, FOMO, friends, FOMO, literally fear of missing out, as in you got told about an opportunity. And like the word fumble doesn't even begin to explain it. Any of these, I'm not singling Eric. I'm just singling Eric out. Anybody else? Just like I didn't care about SHIB. Why? No one told me to really get in. I didn't care about many of these other coins. Dog with a hat. I only heard about it from Ansem when it was time to dump on everybody. All right. I didn't really care about many of these memes. I didn't care about like okay, Pepe. The final 10x happened, then it was over. Don't really care about that because you're gonna throw a lottery at it anyway. I didn't care about that. I care about people like me out there who have a big thesis. It's clear, it's succinct, there's data, you have trading experience, you have investing experience, you have someone here 18 hours a day on the squeakiest chair in the Southern Hemisphere and Northern Hemisphere, mind you. That's right, bring it. Bring it, Northern Hemisphere people, okay? You look at all that for free. No mastermind, no leverage trading courses, no nothing. And I'm not even a maxi. I'm like, hey, I like these poop coins. By the way, let's throw them around. Okay. And then you look at all of that and you go, nah, I'm better than that. I'm going to play with my stable coins. That's the worst reality to live in because if you live in that reality, you're looking at like maybe you got 50 grand of stable coins sitting around there. And if we do a 30x, they're not going to be looking at 50K. Of their stablecoins, they're going to be looking at, wow, I fumbled 1.5 million and top opportunity to earn yield. And by the way, it's not going to feel nice. You know, let's say if PulseChain stops at 30x from here, we're just looking at a 30x. You know, all those people who missed out, friends, they're looking at 30. They hate themselves because we're all going to be saying it's going to do another triple. Now you've missed on 100x. Kills them. That's the fee. That's the fee. Then they go buy the top. Then they have to buy the top. They go, I can't miss that. So what they end up doing is this is a very common thing. So let's say somebody would have put 5 grand into Pulse now. 5 grand. Let's say their allocation max 5 grand. They were going to put in 5 grand. When it's at like 30x higher, they're looking at, man, I could have had 150K. Damn. And then they look at everybody else saying, okay, we got another triple to go. All right. So at that top, they go, crap, I missed out with the 5. I was going to make 150K. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to throw in 50 and sell out for a triple. Because then I'm still going to end up with 150K. That's what they do. And that's how they end up buying the tops. Okay. That's what happens with Bitcoin and everything else, right? So you're going to get people buying Bitcoin at $70,000 on leverage. And their stop is going to be like 55K. And then we're going to have like a big 10x long. And they're going to get out at 120K in their mind. Because they didn't go, they're like, hey, I missed out buying 16K to lows, so I would have X amount. People reverse engineer their stuff, which is completely the worst way to trade because the market doesn't care about where you get in. It doesn't care. You have to have like a pure type of mind and approach to coming to these. But lucky for you, you know where it is, friends. You know exactly where the friendship is. The furry Pikachu hat guy is really your friend. Like, subscribe, bell button, all. Catch you soon.